Okay, so hey guys, so today I'm back with another anime review, and this time it is the anime which is simply called Pet and was released in 2020. And this anime is so freaking hard for me to search on not only anime sites but also Google itself, so I wish they added something else too to the title and not just simply Pet. And this is a non-spoiler review since I really don't have anything spoiler-filled to talk about it. Anyways, let's begin the review. Okay, so the opening is like undoubtedly the best part of this anime. It is sung by the same person who sung Unravel, so that is not really a big surprise, but I'm kind of surprised that the singer of Unravel actually agreed to singing the opening for such a bad anime like this. Because I thought that since the singer of Unravel was singing the opening of it, it must be a good anime with a good plot and good pacing. Since I thought he must have standards for singing the openings of animes, but I guess not. Okay, so now let's talk about how weird and confusing this anime is. And for me, it was just weird and not confusing, but for many others, it was confusing too. So yeah, this anime failed in serving the story in an unconfusing way to most of its audience. And with most confusing animes, the confusion clears up by the end, but in Pet's case, that kinda didn't seem to happen. And now let's come to the weird part. I get that this anime wants to be weird, but the weirdness just sometimes pulls you out of the story, and that's just annoying. Okay, so honestly, this anime started out in a pretty decent and interesting way, but as it went on, it just kept becoming more and more boring. It's like the people working on this anime were really enthusiastic about it near the beginning, but as it went on, they just gave up for some reason. You can even see a decline in the animation quality as the anime goes on, which I'm not complaining about since I don't really care about the animation quality as long as it's not unbearably bad, but that decline of quality shows that the people working in the show got tired of it and gave up. I guess they read the full story and realized how trash the ending was, and that's why they decided to not put much effort into it anymore. Oh, what wasted potential this anime is. It could have been so much better with the premise it had got, but instead it decided to be a weird mess of stupidity. I seriously wish someone else would write a story with the same type of premise in the future, because I'm pretty sure that if someone who knows what they're doing writes a story with this premise, it is guaranteed to result in a great anime. And in the beginning, even this anime seemed like it knew what it was doing. But as I said, as it progressed, the story and literally everything else had a great decline. Okay, so now let's talk about the most forgettable part of this anime. The characters. Like seriously, how did they manage to do this? Managing to make the freaking characters the most forgettable parts of the freaking anime. Even when those characters have quirks and whatnot, and quirks are something that makes characters a bit more memorable to the audience. Not gonna lie, managing to do that is pretty impressive. My favorite character is probably Tsukasa because he had the most going on with him. And his character was also the most unpredictable, which I really liked. Okay, so many people would complain about the mediocre animation of this anime, but I think that it kinda helped this anime. How? Well, when an anime is lazy with its animation, it often tends to use the secret weapon of CGI. And while most of the time that's a bad thing, here, it's not. The CGI in this anime turned out to work in its favor, which is great. For example, there was a scene where Tsukasa was completely a body of water, because that's his quirk, and it looked pretty cool with CGI. Okay, so right before I end this review, I want to say who the frick subtitled this anime. There are a few Chinese characters in this anime and they speak in Chinese, and so that the Japanese audience understands what they're saying, a Japanese subtitler has added the Japanese subtitles at the bottom, and that's great. But what's not great is that the idiotic English subtitler has put their own subtitles right on the exact same place of the Japanese subtitles. Who thought that would be a good idea? That was so annoying having to pause the entire thing just to read the subtitles properly. Rating 6.5 out of 10. Best episode? Episode 5. Okay, so yeah guys, and that was it for the video. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and of course subscribe. And so yeah guys, bye.